Hi guys, my name is Mike, and I'm starting these, audios with some kind of video because I I'm headed to watch and read people's tweets about things. I think they don't care even to investigate. They just uh, receive any info and make and take a decision without any analysis of the situation. And I don't know what's happening right now with the people, but I think I need to do this, and I, I invite the rest of the people who wants to do something about it. It's not against the people, but it's against uh, ignorance, and we have to do a little better in the world. So the thing that made me start these audio videos, I don't know what you might call it, but uh, it's because what happened with Novak Djokovic. So uh, what's happening with him? It's a demonstration about uh, what the world is heading to. So if you check what happened, a lot of people defending the government of Australia, talking about the rules are rules and rules and rules, and the thing is that some rules are crazy. Some rules are not right. Uh, there was a time when there was a bathroom for black people, a bathroom for white people, and that was a rule. It doesn't make any sense. So uh, the thing I'm starting to say, it's about this audio is about the abuse of power from the politicians. That's a real problem we have in the world right now. Politicians, not the regular people and the millionaires, people who makes business and anything else. It's the politicians, the control they wanna have over us, the citizens. It's not about uh, you know uh, making respecting the law or comply with your duties. It's about uh, it's beyond that. Okay, it's not about being good or bad anymore. The thing that happened with him is that you know he asked for an exemption. He got the exemption, and there's a difference between like the states. It's a federal government. It's the prime minister of the federal government, Scott Morrison, and this guy here, Scott Morrison, and there's uh, the the state of Victoria. Okay, it's like the state government. They are separated. Okay, so the thing with Djokovic is that he got the exemption, but the visa or the papers he filled, uh, he used the last year. Uh, it wasn't the same. They're not the same. The papers he had to fill with the exemption. That's a problem. Okay, but that's not for him to put it like in an in an office with two vigilantes or two officers in the door, like it's some kind of of robber. Or I mean, if maybe if he was a killer or a robber, he got a better treatment, because the craziness of this war right now, it's beyond reason. uh, so the guy the have filled had filled the wrong forms. So the thing is that of course, when the people, the citizens of the Australia, started to see that he got the exemption, he's not vaccinated, and all the things about the COVID, the prime minister and the governors of the state of Victoria Politicians, okay, they think better to be maintaining the power, to stay in power. They want to stay in power. They want power. Their interests are not the interests of the public, of the people. Okay, they're their own interests. That's why they change everything and cancel the exemption and did this shit show because the politicians move. They're like waves. They move around. Depends of the benefits they got. Not because we're gonna have to do the right thing for the people. No, they don't care about the people. They care about control. They care about power. If they want to do the good for the people, they wouldn't do this. They would have explained to the people that it's an international tournament. Okay, we have to accept everybody. Okay, because people from other nationalities, uh, professionals, sportsmen, and women come from other countries, and the rules are different. So we are hosting an international. Okay, we have to understand that Grand Slam. Okay, there are four: USA, France, and England. So they have to make some exceptions. Okay, so the rules are not rules. They invented that because they want to, the politician wants to be good with the devil and good with God. Okay, that's why they do that. Not because they care. They care about. It's not because they care about the people, about their own rules. Because they they don't care about the rules. They do things uh, that are abusive sometimes, and don't and not complain the law. Some politicians do whatever they want. They tell you do not do have to use the mask, and they don't use the mask. At least I prefer to have a politician who tells you that do whatever you want, and if he use the masks, he use the mask. If he don't use the mask, he don't use the mask. But the person who tells you to use the mask and don't use it, or make a lot of things that hasn't to do with he is telling you to do. That's a big problem. That's why I don't defend politicians. And Twitter is filled with people defending politicians. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I guess if it's your family, okay, defend the politician. It's your family. But it's not your family. It's a guy who's in power telling you what to do, and he doesn't do what tells you what he's telling you to do. So the thing is that besides now people is telling that he got COVID 16 December 16th and he knew it and he went to an event in December 17th without mask and he's a son of a bitch. Okay, I get it. That you can say he did wrong and he's right. I give you all the right. But because the judge accepted what he wanted to say, and the judge is right to accept the exemption, because the government gave them to him, and after the protest and the Australian people, the public went to try to say anything about it. They got scared and went back. That's not the thing. It's not the good thing to do. It's not good, but in the end you will get affected sometime for them. It's not because he's a star, he's a tennis player, he's a millionaire. I don't care about that. I care about the people. I believe and we are equal. but not that the socialists are saying. We need to be equal in again in the law. And when politicians and some people are above the law and they do whatever they want, we are not equal. I'm not talking about the millionaires, that also people who has money evade tends to evade jail, right? I agree with the people. If I steal a banana and I got 5 years in jail, and the other guy steal billions of dollars from companies and from people, and only got 6 months, uh, there's a problem. It's a big problem. That's not being equal. That's the only thing I care about against the law. And we cannot do justice when the government goes forward and backwards, because they are not doing the right thing in the first place. Okay? So that's a big problem. The other thing that he did in December, he went, okay, that's, it's a deplorable behavior. And I get it. I'm a, but you don't have to check into those things to make a point right when it's not. It's not right. What he did is wrong, but what the government of Australia did, it's also wrong. It's also wrong. So please, common sense, man. Common sense at all. It is the first thing we need. This is why here the notice is Novak Djokovic was granted vaccine exemption after testing positive for COVID-19 in December. Court documents show. So he got the exemption. They didn't want to accept it because he's not vaccinated. That's it. And they are trying to impose vaccination, or they impose vaccination in Australia. So your like house of cards, it's going down. That is why they try to do this and mess things even mess things up even worse. Please try to understand. It's not about him. It's not about because most of the people are resented because he's a tennis player, he's a billionaire, blah 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 blah, and talking shit out of this. If you want to say something right, you have to check the facts. You have to check what's happening before. You can put your feelings in this, okay? Because when you put your feelings in it, you're not taking an objective decision. It's subjective decisions, and it's gonna affect your life. It's gonna affect everything, because you will never be capable of, do what it's the right thing to do, even when it's against you. But the thing is that your behavior demonstrates when in the future, if you have a problem, how are you gonna act? What are you gonna do if anything happens to you, or the things you are capable of doing when you got affected? And the problem is when people is so straightforward with the things, in the future, they won't listen to any reason. They will do what they think of, and this behavior will open the door for tyrants. And the thing is that it's not right what the government did to Djokovic, and it's not right what he did on December 16th, knowing he has COVID. Okay? But are two different things. Two different things. It's not the same, and we cannot mix that up. Okay? Because I don't like the guy. If you don't like the guy, you don't like the guy. Okay, but you cannot mix things to make your point. Okay, guys. So I hope most of the people who listen to this are like it or not. I don't care. I need just to take it out of the system, because when I read things on Twitter or internet, oh my God, even the MSM, the mainstream media, whoa, man, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, and if we don't do something about it, they're gonna it's gonna blow on our faces. Well, guys, bye. Thanks a lot. See ya.